Hi, welcome to SMAC's online tutorials. In this tutorial we'll look at the listing setup page. There's a lot of tweaks you can do with listings because listings is a very important part of this software. We've looked at the categories. We've looked at the layouts of categories, how categories are displayed in the menu bar, searching categories, product count. We look at the search results of listings. So this is when somebody would search for a listing, and here we have the format. So we would have like a table list format. We've got 1 column, 2 column, 3 column, 4 column, and a automated matrix. So this area here works on the listing layout, and we apply a listing layout, and then from that layout we then decide whether to display 1, 2, 3, 4 or the automated columns. So this is quite nice because it gives you complete control over the system. So let's look at how search results of listings, how that works with layouts, because each one of these little containers here has to contain data, and we need to get that data from somewhere. So if you've got a layout that you wish to use for 1 column, it's going to look different to one that you would use for 4 columns, because in the 4 columns you would have less data because you've got less space to display all these items. But on 1 column you might just have one long row of items of data, which would be image, summary, all sorts of things. So the layout is based on how you want to display your search when somebody searches for your listings. So let's have a look at the layouts. So in layouts we see here we've got my listings. So my listings, this area here, is the way the web user will find your listings. So search results, so our container for search results is this container here. Let's have a look at that. This is the container. So these are our dynamic placeholders. Title, no format. You can search in here for everything related to listings. We've got price, we've got summary, and add to basket. So we've got basic stuff in here. We've got an image, nothing too complicated because that's the way we want to do it. So we've assigned that layout to our listings search results. We have preset search results. We have loads of preset results here. So any of these can be applied. Now they might not be ideally suited to your product, but it gives you a start on working with these. And once you select a preset, you can then edit the preset to your preference, which is what we've done here. Okay, so let's look at how we search for our stuff. So we've got our search result here. We've got the layout that I've shown you. Is this layout here? It's a very basic layout. And now let's look on our website and have a look and see what is happening. So we've got 3 lockers. Let's click on that. This is our search result. We've got 3 items. So we've got the image, we've got the title, price, add to basket in our results. Let's now change our results to 2 column to show you what happens. This is our search results in 1 column. We're going to go 2 columns. Click save. Refresh. So I want to perform the same idea, lockers 3. So now you can see we've got 2 columns, and it still works well. We can make the screen smaller as well, and you can see that eventually we go to 1 on a mobile. So everything gets nicely resized as well, depending on the screen size. So here we can see that we've chosen 2 columns, and we have chosen our layout. So we can look and see further things in here. We can have a look, and we can see we've got a cell spacing of 20. Let's make that cell spacing of 5. Save. And now I go into our lockers and see what a difference that has made. Now we've got a smaller gap between items. So that's quite nice as well. Okay, so what we have here is we've got a container of data. But also it's very, very nice with SMAX system. We also have a quick container we can manage, which is this, which is called Search Layout Container. So not only are we working with layouts, which is this item here, edit that. You could apply the formatting in here as well if you wish, but we've also got a nice system here because it allows you to quickly format the container. So let's have a look at that. So we've got our search results, we've got 2 columns, we've chosen the layout that we'd like to use to display the data of our products, but now we'd like to modify the container that is used. So in here we've got our layout data, but this is our container that we can now play with. So to make it obvious that we're changing stuff, we're going to make the border red and we're going to make it 5 pixels. So we save, and we can see now our layout, our listings container will be this, but our layout will still be applied in here. So this then sources our layout, which is this one. So you can imagine that this is also contained, this selection, in our main layout, which is in here. This. So let's have a look and see what we are doing. So let's go again to lockers. Right, so we need to, as this is a system-wide setting, we need to refresh our main shell, template shell. And now we have a look. So we go into lockers again. And let's have a look and see. So we got refresh. Let's have a look. So we're now seeing how the lockers format will actually change. And let's have a look. and it's changed. The reason why it hadn't changed originally is because the browser was caching the changes. So the browser was thinking, hey, I've not got a change, but in fact there was a change, and this is what we find a lot with browsers. But subsequently the data will eventually change. So now let's go back to this, and we go for a pink back. Let's go for a background. Go for pink. And these are, I'm just showing you what you can do with this. So now we've got a pink background. And again, we're going to refresh our main template shell and have a look to see if our changes have been made. Not. Yeah, we got our changes. There we go. So now we'll go back and we'll have a look at not having any format whatsoever. Let's do this. So now we're going to remove the formatting on the page, on the container here. So border, we're going to have 0, and let's have white. And even background you could have 0. So now look, we've just literally got the most basic container. Okay, so now we've just got a basic container. So let's have a look now and see how this is going to impact our site. So we've got lockers, and we can see now we've got no container. We've just got whatever we have from the layout. So let's have a look at our layouts. Then we go into this one here, search results, and this is our layout. So we could actually apply the style or format from here. So we don't need to format the container layout, but it's really easy to do that. So this is really, if you look at the layout here in layout, is just being the absolute basic form of data without any backgrounds, without anything else, and then look at the container in here as being the real container of your search results. You can really get some nice results, because what we can do is we can use the layouts as just putting basic information on our page, right? But here we've got the possibility to really format it really quick without any HTML knowledge, because we are now doing this within this editor. We're going to have now a nice shadow on here. We're going to have distance 3, spread that, that's a bit odd. We're going to go distance 1, spread 3. There we go. This is our padding within this area. So now let's just double check we've done that. Yeah, that's fine. So let's look now at our search results, because they will be contained in this new container, and we'll see how nice that looks. Because now, well, we've got the same problem again. We need to refresh. I know. We need to for the container system. We need to rebuild our template shell. Go back to our lockers again. And there we got our lovely shadow on here. So this is really nice because it allows you to edit the container without needing HTML knowledge, or you've got your control. Now we can change this text in here. So let's go. We'll do that. This is our last task on this. So we go into our layouts, my listings, search results, add to basket, price copy, edit. And now you'll see how advanced this system is, because we can change now price to special price. That automatically saves it. So now we go into our website and have a look, and we've got lockers, and you'll see now price has changed to special price, but that is affected all the listings. So on one small change, all your listings have changed, every single one. With listings as well, we can have different layouts for different listings. Maybe you have one listing that doesn't need add to basket. Maybe one listing is not a special price. So all the layouts can be changed. So in here, we've got our layouts. But for listings, we've got a special button, which is called Update All. And that's the listing detail, how we display the actual detail. But on search results, that will be displayed on every item. So if you change this, every item will be changed. Let's just have a quick, as we're talking about layouts, let's have a quick view on layouts. We've got my listings. Let's go this one. And you can see that it uses this layout. So this doctor here uses this layout to display this data, listing details, summary, category, price, all that options. Everything there is using this layout to display that data. So here is that page. So not only do we have the data that we've entered, but we need to have rules of where the data goes. So this rule is title here, picture here, category, images, save to basket, listings type. All that is driven by a layout that is attached to this listing. Let's have a look at that. So we go into layouts, and we can see now that we have a layout for listing details, which is this one, custom 2943. So all the listing detail, and the detail is when you get into the nitty-gritty of the item. This is how we're going to format that text, and that is this page here. So this is how we get the data that we've entered in our CMS and display it to the web user, and all our items in here. These are all the items that we can use on that page. There's approximately 600 placeholder items on this site. So if you choose category, you don't have to think anything more about it. It will just display the category. If you want the code of that page, of this item, you just drag code in here and it will just display it automatically. An image gallery, you don't have to do anything. You just display a title. So what it's doing, this is acting as a template sheet for the data. This can be formatted any way you like. So we've got those layouts, but we have as well another option, because certain listings may choose a different layout. It could be that you want all your listings to now adopt a certain layout. Then you will go update all and then save, and that will update every listing to the new layout that you choose. But you can individually go through the listings, and let's say book cruise, and you can have a look at the layout here. So for this particular listing, we can change the layout if we prefer. We can change it for a preset, or we can change it for one of our layouts. So individual listings can also adopt different layouts. So you can see that all the data that we enter on this page, the date created, the listings, the category, the listings type, the price, the weight, the delay, options, the text, image galleries, everything then will be formatted using our layouts. So this allows this system to be amazingly powerful, because there's nothing that you cannot accomplish with it. Every single idea that you have can be made to be active. So we're very, very happy with this. It's a lovely piece of software, and built, I think, maybe 5 years. We've been working on this. So that really looks at a little bit more detail on the listings side of things. Hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you very much for watching.